Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Great League Remix, and let's try out this team here, featuring the Shadow Poliwrath with the Registeel and the Mandibuzz in the back. So kind of a difficult lead here. We got the Shadow Dragonite here to deal with, applying a lot of fast move pressure. We are going to at least fight back with our own Icy Wind, so we do grab that shield back. And we're trying to get to another Icy Wind. They are going to be able to outpace us here. We're going to allow this one to go through. And then I guess we're going to come back in with our Mandibuzz here. Mandibuzz is looking for a good farm down. This Mandibuzz here doesn't quite get the farm down. We do have to tank in Dragon Claw. And let's see what they have in the back. Ends up being the Empoleon. So Empoleon here versus the Mandibuzz with some energy. Let's see which one is going to be able to win this. We're going to be able to get to another Dark Pulse here. It does get him into the red, forcing the Empoleon to use some energy. They elect to go for the Hydro Cannon here, and they have the Shadow Poliwrath in the back, so they kind of had a double water team, and unfortunately, that is going to take out our Registeel. We're going to go for this Zap Cannon here. Does grab the shield, looking for the debuff, no debuff, and they can just counter us down. So GG's to our opponents, unable to win that game. That Shadow Dragonite was just a big pain, honestly. However, they were kind of double weak to Charm, so that was the risk that they took. Next game, let's see. We got the Shadow Poliwrath versus the Defense Deoxys. Okay. We are going to throw this Scald here as soon as we have it. We want this to either debuff. Okay, we do get the debuff, and we do get a lot of neutral damage. We're going to shield here because they're going to throw Psycho Boost. They elect to stay in, so they're basically double debuff right now. And then they go for another Psycho Boost. They stay in for just a little bit. We're going to be able to reach this Icy Wind, grab that shield anyways, and then we're going to switch out into our Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz here is going to be able to tank these Aerial Aces a lot better. Our Mandibuzz here has to tank another Aerial Ace. We're going to go for this Dark Pulse to apply neutral damage. This is going to get, the second shield. Okay, so this Mandibuzz applying pressure, going for another Dark Pulse. This Dark Pulse does get it into the yellow. We're going to switch out. When they switch out, we have the Registeel for this Tentacruel. We can tank this Scald. We do not avoid the debuff, however, so this Zap Cannon here will not KO. It's going to get it into the red at least. Now, is this farm down range? This puts us in an awkward spot here because we don't know if we can farm down or we are going to just keep allowing them to throw the move. We decided to let them throw the move so that we can have energy to farm. We're going to come back in here with the Mandibuzz. Our Mandibuzz is going to have to shield this Aerial Ace. They had double Aerial Ace. We know we can survive this right here. So we're going to throw this Dark Pulse, take out the Glider, and then, okay, they're going to come back in with the Defense Deoxys, but we already have a Dark Pulse ready. Take it out, and now we just got to farm down this Tentacruel. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Mandibuzz, coming out with a ton of energy and taking out basically the entire rest of the team with their bulkiness. So here we got the Poly versus the Quag. They switch out into the Gligar. Gligar here, kind of difficult to deal with, but we're going to apply some pressure here. We want to grab at least a shield, so we throw this Icy Wind, debuff them, and then we try to catch a move. They're patient, and they're going to be able to throw this debuff Aerial Ace. We're going to go for this Dark Pulse here to apply pressure, gets them into the yellow, a low yellow. Next move threatens KO. They're going to go for another Aerial Ace, and then they decide to switch out immediately, so they're going to reset the Gligar, and then we have to deal with this Mandibuzz now. We have to deal with this Reggie. This Reggie is going to be quite tanky. We are going to throw as much Dark Pulse as possible. We do get it in range of a Focus Blast, so we also reset our Mandibuzz. And then we're going to try to reach this Focus Blast, and we lose the CAP. So this is going to allow their Reggie to take our own Reggie. Now we should come back in with the Poly. They already have energy on their Gligar, so we're going to have to invest the shield here. And let's see if we can get to this move. Okay, we throw the Icy Wind right on timing. They elect to let it go. We're trying to switch out of there, but unfortunately, they are committed to this. So we're going to look for the farm down. We do get the farm down. Now we have to deal with that Registeel, and we have to deal with this Quagsire. Quagsire here is close to their Stone Edge. They need to reach a Stone Edge, and unfortunately, they are going to be able to get to that Stone Edge to take out that Mandibuzz. So GG's to our opponent. The Glider with a ton of energy was a little bit brutal to deal with, but next game, let's see what we find. We got the Shadow Poliwrath versus the Defense Deoxys. This Defense Deoxys here is going to have to tank this Scald. Good neutral damage. They are able to avoid the debuff, so they go for the Psycho Boost, and then they're going for another Psycho Boost. We're going to catch the Psycho Boost. We do catch the Psycho Boost, and then they have the Greedent in the back. This Greedent here is going to struggle against this Mandibuzz, as their fast move is the Mud Shot, and it's looking like they're just going to be throwing about a Body Slam. So we do have the bulk advantage, I believe. We're going to go for this Dark Pulse. This Dark Pulse, we have 2 Dark Pulses ready. This is going to get into the yellow, and now we're going to see, okay, it's going to get into the red, actually, barely into the red. Next move will KO if they don't shield it. And we're going to switch back into our Poliwrath here to get a little bit of energy advantage, and we know that this Defense Deoxys is about to throw a move, so we're going to throw Icy Wind on timing. We do take out the Defense Deoxys, and then we see their own Poliwrath in the back. This Poliwrath here is going to have to beat our entire line, so we know that it's the last Pokemon. We go for the Icy Wind, deep up their attack. They still have 2 shields. They're going to elect to, okay, they're going to allow us to get to this Aero Ace. It does grab the shield. Our opponent here is going to throw their next move on timing, but we're going to shield here so that we can throw this Aero Ace. We potentially could get a shield here. Okay, we do get the shield, and then we can come to our Reggie now. Because it's debuff, it's going to need at least 2 or 3. Oh, it's going to definitely need 3 Scalds at this point, but we should be okay here because we're really close to a move, and we are going to be able to reach the Zap Cannon. So GG's to our opponent, able to wiggle out of that situation and come out with a win. Saving that Reggie at the end ended up being clutch because they were not aware that we had the Reggie in the back because we didn't reveal it until the very end. All right, next here we got the Glider versus the Poliwrath. Not a great matchup. We switch on immediately into the Mandibuzz. We get met with a Empoleon. Okay, Empoleon here is at a slight energy disadvantage. We should be able to tank one, so we're going to allow the first one to go through. We're going to throw one fast move and apply the pressure here. Next Dark Pulse does grab a shield. Okay, that's fantastic for us. And we're going to elect to let this go so that we can farm with the Poly. We think the energy in the Poly is way more valuable. Now we have to deal with this Glider, but because we get the extra energy advantage from farming it down, we are able to reach this Icy Wind before they get to their own Aero Ace. So it does apply the pressure. We do grab that second shield, and we can apply this shield now, and then we should be able to reach this Icy Wind, but we're going to throw on good timing. Our opponent does try to catch the move, but we were aware of that, and then we have the Reggie for their backline here. We should be good now. This Thunder is going to deal some good neutral damage, but we are going to have Focus Splash go through. Barely doesn't take it out. Looking for the farm down. We do get the farm down as well, and now we just apply the pressure, going for the Zap Cannon. We're trying to look for a debuff and some damage. It does get the debuff, and now this forces the opponent to throw Dig here. I don't even know if Dig is going to be able to take it out. Nope, no Dig. And then we have the combo play here. We have the Icy Wind ready for the KO. So GG's to our opponent. And check out this team if you haven't already. And let us know if you enjoyed the video.